Good morning, all. Today we are going to discuss regarding the preventive measure and its application side is how in Indian society this preventive measure is applied successfully. Here I am mentioning some of them articles, some of them activities, some of them Indian government implementation in preventive measures also we'll discuss in these videos. And one more thing, this video is divided into two sections. First section we are going to discuss only primordial and primary prevention, and second section we are going to discuss about the next secondary and tertiary prevention. So please watch this two section to complete the preventive measure. So already you know what is preventive measure. It is nothing but prevention, early diagnosis, treatment, reduce or limit the disabilities, and rehabilitation. Mainly preventive measure have four types. First one is a primordial, second one is a primary, then secondary, and last one is the tertiary. Here this video will discuss first two section. This diagram will clearly explain the level of prevention. First one is the primordial prevention, then primary, then secondary and tertiary prevention level. We'll discuss first one, primordial prevention. Primordial prevention is development of risk factors in a population group which they have not yet appeared. That point we need to underline. Disease have not yet appeared or occurred in the community or society that disease condition going to prevent, or special attention will give preventing chronic disease, or we are going to prevent the existing disease condition. The main intervention through the mass media or health education, we are preventing the existing disease condition. In here mainly it focus on discouraging people from adopting harmful or bad habit and help them to develop healthy lifestyle through the health professionals, mass medias and different types of the aviates. That is the main concept of the primordial prevention. I will repeat, the prevention of development of risk factors. It is preventing developing any of the risk factor. That is a basic concept of primordial, or prevent the chronic disease or existing disease condition is preventing in the primordial prevention through the mass medias or health education. Next one, primordial prevention, a relatively new concept. It is receiving a special attention in the prevention of chronic disease. One of the obesity, example is obesity, hypertension, etc. It begins the childhood when health risk behavior begin. Parents, teachers, peer group are important to implementing health education to children. So this second para will clearly define when primordial prevention need to begin. It's actually begin through the Anganwadi school or somewhere in childhood onwards. We'll give the children, if suppose we are planning to do the primordial prevention in children, we'll first provide good food. At least we'll make sure that they are meeting the 1/3 of nutrition. Why we need to meet 1/3 of nutrition through the midday meal program? Because if they didn't meet the nutrition, adequate nutrition, in future it will come PM, protein energy malnutrition, or any of the malnutrition may be chance. It will affect in future another disease condition. This is a primordial prevention step. So before chance any of the disease condition, cut that route. That is a basic concept of the primordial prevention. There is some examples, sir. National programs in food and nutrition and discourage smoking, alcohol, drugs, etc. Promotion of regular physical activities, major changes in the lifestyle. These are the examples of the primary prevention. This is one of the attractive articles. It came in healthwell.com. It's written by the Dr. Srivastav. So when I search in social media, this article is really strike for me. That's why just tag this journal also in this video. So we'll focus some of the main point. He clearly explained what is primordial prevention. Primordial prevention is address the root cause of risk factors to prevent the onset and growth of illness and disease. It prevents the onset and growth of illness and disease. It refers to measure taken to stem development of these elements rather than reacting to control their effect. Please point out, it refers to measure taken to stem the development of these elements rather than reacting control their effect. If you have book or paper, please note out this point. What is a primary prevention? Then there is some of the example he mentioned what we are practice in home. Actually, in our Indian tradition, before entering home, we need to wash our hand. In ancient, like that one practices, hand and leg both will wash. Actually, it is one of the practices to prevent or that some of them disease. So here also he mentioned in some of them practice like that, leaving your footwears outside the house and washing your hand and feet at the top outside before entering the house, and eating from individual plate and strictly avoiding sharing of food while eating, segregating cooking vessels from the ones used to serve and eat, what were considered the right social mores were actually primordial infection and primary prevention control and hygiene practice rooted in science. He given one example in this paragraph. South Indian meals in I think except our Kerala, in most of all in Karnataka and all, they won't eat too much non-veg. Mainly, at least they will have one non-veg, or maximum they will eat egg or chicken. That's all, and more in their plate there is a leaf vegetables. So here he mentioned it will prevent the cancer, and our Kerala also like that only. We'll eat non-veg, but we'll mainly focus on leaf vegetables. So this is one type of he mentioned that is one type of best primordial prevention included on a plate in South Indian meals. Okay, so you can read this article in later. And then another one, the case of for investing the primary prevention. Primary prevention is an intangible entity and therefore not given its due value and its tough quantity of benefit and outcoming of the preventive measure. Comparison against other parameter also become the difficult with no immediate and visible result. So he mentioned this all primary preventions and what are the things they did. In May 2020, Asian Development Bank suggests dollars in 5.8 to 8.8 in global economy due to COVID-19. That much money they invest for the prevention of the COVID. So this everything he mentioned regarding the primary prevention regarding COVID also he mentioned. So if you don't mind, please correct this article and read one time. That's why I am included this article in this one. So we'll come next point, primary prevention. What is a primary prevention? Primary prevention is better than cure. That is a basic concept of primary prevention. Prevention is better than cure. We'll see what is the definition. It is defined as the action taken prior to the onset of disease. That we need to underline, action taken prior to the onset of the disease, which remove the possibilities that disease will ever occur. It will remove the possibilities disease will ever occur. In action taken before the onset of disease, it signifies interventions in the pre-pathogenesis phase. Pre-pathogenesis phase of the disease or health problem. Pre-pathogenesis phase. Okay. Pre-pathogenesis phase. We are taken the action in the primary prevention. It includes the concept of positive health and a concept of encourage achievement and maintenance an acceptable level of health that will enable every individual to lead a socially and economically productive life. What is the target of primary prevention? To socially and economically productive life. Socially and economically productive life. That is the main target of primary prevention. This one diagram we can see what is health promotion and another one specific protection. These two need to achieved in the primary prevention. We'll see which one of the point will come under the health promotion. Health promotion, first one is a health education, then environmental modification, nutritional intervention, lifestyle and behavioral changes. In specific protection, immunization and seroprophylaxis, chemoprophylaxis, use of specific nutrients, safety of drugs and food, control of environmental hazards. So health promotion is nothing but it focuses on promoting the health, and specific protection it focuses on to protect some specific disease or some specific against some specific disease it preventing. That is the main target of the specific protection. Some of them may chance to have diabetic mellitus, so we'll advise them to take some restriction in the diet pattern and take regular exercise. Like that, specific protection, that is the primary prevention. Have two concepts, one is the health promotion and another one is the specific protection. One is the health promotion and another one is the specific protection. Fine. Then we'll see some of the approaches it is recommended by WHO. First one is the population strategy and another one is the high risk strategy. Okay, we'll see one by one. Population strategy or mass strategy, it is directed at the whole population irrespective of individual risk level. It is the directed at the whole population irrespective of individual risk level. The studies have shown that even small reduction in the average blood pressure or serum cholesterol of population would produce large reduction. See, this is one of best example. If we are supposed to make any small changes in every individual, small changes, repeating that word, small change, it will high effect will come in total population. That is population strategies through the mass medias or anything. See how we can effectively controlling COVID, because all of them wearing mask. Because of that, not only COVID, and I think last few 6 or 7 months, antibiotic use also reduced in Kerala. Why it happened? Because we are taking the precautions against COVID, plus we are using mask and hand washing and all other preventive measures also we are doing well. That's why antibiotic usage is reduced in Kerala. Actually, that's big miracle, right? So that is a population strategy. Whichever the small action taken every individual, it will high impact in the total society. That is a population strategy. Then another one is a high risk strategy. High risk strategy aim to bring preventive care to individual at the special risk. In special risk cases taken to the prevention. In special case taken to the prevention or preventive care to the individual at the special risk. It requires detection of individual at high risk by the optimum use of clinical method. Or primary prevention is a holistic approach which measure taken to promote the health. We need to underline taken to promote the health. Then which are the mode of intervention? There is two mode already we have discussed through that chart. One is the health promotion and another one is the specific protection. Health promotion is nothing but health education and other measures will come. We are taking or we are doing to promote the health of the each individual, and specific protection will take in particular disease condition we are preventing. We'll see what is health promotion definition. It is a process of enabling people to increase control over the determinants of health, thereby improve their health. It is the process of enabling people to increase control over the determinants of health, thereby improve their health, to improving the health. Or it is directed towards strengthening the host. What they are doing? Strengthening the host. Or it is enable people to increase control over and improve the health. Improve the health. That is a health promotion basic concept. We can use different method: health education, environmental modification, behavioral changes, lifestyle changes, nutritional intervention, etc. So, if you don't mind, if you have paper, please write other than this, which are the specific interventions or specific measures you can include in the primary prevention part. Other than this, health education, environment modification, behavior changes, lifestyle changes, nutrition, other which all of the point you can include. Please write list out in the your paper. Then next one, specific protection, the effort directed towards protection against specific disease, or the provision of condition for normal mental and physical functioning of the human being and in group. It include promotion of health, prevention of sickness and care of individual. I will repeat: promotion of health, prevention of sickness, care of individual. Promotion of health, prevention of sickness, care of individual. Please repeat: promotion of health, prevention of sickness and care of individual. If these three measures will help normal mental and physical functioning of human beings or group. Okay, these are the some of the specific protection. There is one example is an immunization. We can prevent a lot of disease condition. Some specific nutrients, iodine and vitamin A, fortifying vitamin A and D, like that. Some of the example: chemoprophylaxis, protection against occupational hazards, protection against accidents, control of general environment, avoidance of the allergen. These are the some of the specific protection. So if you have paper, please write other which all of them will come in your mind in specific protection. At least try to write 5 points. Okay, so here we can see some of the example: specific protection, BCG, DPT, etc., chemoprophylaxis, tetracycline, chloroquine, etc., use of specific nutrients, protection against accidents, use of helmet, seat belt, protection against occupational health, avoidance of allergen and protection from the air pollution. Which all of the point you are listed down in your paper. Write another side some of them examples also. Please write example also in your point. Okay, so today we are discuss 2 points. First one is the primary, and before that primordial. Primordial, primordial. So please study. This note is based on KPAR. You can refer KPAR also and other book also. So some of the points here I am going to include one of the real experience done one of the NGO in the Karnataka in India. What it happened, that area is a very poor areas, that peoples are the disabilities, while the mobility of India non-government organization, mobility India non-government organization carrying out the CBR project with the support of Disability and Development Pressure UK, they discovered that many of community members did not have access basic sanitation facilities. Most of people traveled far from the house to be open field for the defecation. This is very difficult for the people with the disabilities, and more so for women with the disabilities. This they have taken one scenario. We can take this is one of the scenario type. One NGO. It is a real happen. One NGO understand in Karnataka, one district, one place how more disability person is there, but they don't have enough sanitation facilities. So how they are going to implement primary prevention, or how they are improve the sanitation facilities. Now we are going to see many people with the disabilities no longer need to crawl or carry it a long distance for their toilet needs. They have become independent and importantly have been able to reclaim their dignities. The risk of developing health condition associated with the poor sanitation has also significantly reduced. Seeing a successful MI project, Indian government has since increased the amount of grant and directed local authorities to release these funds immediately. With the government supports, they are going to implement one program. We'll see people with and without disabilities are benefiting from this project, and it is gradually being scaled up to become a district level project. Kamarajanagar will soon become a district where the people have toilet in their house and at least near to their homes. The Indian government offered grant to families to construct toilet, and MA assisted with the disabilities and their families to construct accessible toilet. This is the total result outcome. How they did using existing community-based network and self-group to assist with this new project. MA organized street play, that we need to underline. MI organized street play and wall painting to raise awareness about the hygiene and the role of proper sanitation play in preventing the health problems. This is the primary prevention, and they raise the fund to construct the toilet. What they did, the street play and wall painting they did. Wall painting and street play. That is the result. All of them have get the toilet. That district full, that full place they constructed toilet, and the sanitation also improved. So this, because of sanitation improve, foodborne disease and waterborne disease is reduced. This is one of best example for the primary prevention in our India. Okay, so these are the two point I am included rather than what it mentioned in textbook. So please read that two articles. Thank you. Have a nice day.